Welcome everybody to a look at the second film in the Japanese Godfather Trilogy from Radiance Films. And it is 1977's Japanese Godfather 2, Ambition, uh, also known without the Roman numeral there as well, as it says on the title card of the film itself. So yeah, this is once again a Yakuza crime drama. Clocks in at 141 minutes long, and the likes of Hiroki Matsukata, Bunta Sugawara, Etsushi Takahashi, Mikio Narita, and Shin Saburi, who plays the lead. Didn't mention him in the previous film review because I hadn't seen anything from him before, but he's turned out to be mightily impressive in this series so far. Sorry, just need to adjust the camera a little bit. Yeah, he's been really impressive so far, and yeah, all of those cast members return. Although Bunta Sugawara he plays a completely different role in this film than he did in the previous film. Just adjusting it slightly because it looks a bit wrong. But joining that fine cast, we have the likes of Toshiro Mifune, who I've seen in 19 other films, legendary Japanese actor. Coincidentally, he played the lead role in the Samurai Trilogy as Musashi, which is obviously a character that we've looked at in another uh, series of films, only recently from Eureka. So, bit of a coincidence that we got another series involving him. But then he was also in the likes of Seven Samurai, High and Low, Stray Dog, and Throne of Blood. All of those being done by Akira Kurosawa, and he was excellent in all of those as well. So the Kanto Alliance, led by Oishi, who is played by Mifune himself, is in the midst of trying to seize control of a shipping company's stocks while navigating the interpersonal dealings with Sakura, who is still the head of the Nakajima crime organization. So, yeah, Sakura obviously survived the events of the previous film, despite at one point being quite ill health and looking like things were going to go completely wrong for him. But yeah, he has survived those events, and yeah, in this second effort, it is a much darker film in terms of tone than the prior entry, while also feeling more personal, especially in terms of the consequences for our lead character, Sakura, as those consequences start to hit home, as well as within the crime organization that he leads. Despite being longer than the previous film, it is 9 minutes longer. This is also just as well paced and engaging as before. The cast is also once again great, with the addition of Mifune making for an excellent rival to Sakura. You can definitely feel in the scenes involving them that there is tension there. They are obviously, performing a form of power play between one another, trying to get one over each other, trying to make sure that that what happens in the future goes in their favor rather than the other way. And yeah, all of that is really great, and the cinematography is also on point. So yeah, and really solid follow up to the first film, and just like that film gets a 4 out of 5. I'm really appreciating the consistency in terms of the series so far, which hopefully continues with the third and final film. Um, because as we've seen many times in the past, when it comes to trilogies, there is usually one dud in a trilogy. Not often that is the case. Isn't the case, to be honest. Lord of the Rings trilogy being one of the few that is not doesn't fall foul to that kind of curse as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, this is yeah, another consistent film, and like I said, gets 4 out of 5. It's also the one that is the most violent of the three, as it's the only one that gets rated an 18. The first film and the third film get rated a 15. I think this is mainly rated an 18 because there is a sexual assault scene in this, which is not just uncomfortable, but does play a role in the film's plot itself. But yeah, that could be the main reason for why this is rated an 18. Um, and yeah, like the previous film, has had a high definition transfer, digital transfer that is, uh, on Blu-ray in 1080p, and that is for the first time in the world, like the other two films. Has uncompressed mono PCM audio, and the audio and the transfer both look and sound really well good. And in terms of an extra for this disc, we've got a newly filmed appreciation by filmmaker Kazuyoshi Kumakiri. That's from 2025, and that clocks at 16 minutes long. There's also a trailer and new and improved optional English subtitles as well. So, yeah, on the whole, a really good effort. And like I said, continues the quality of the previous film. What I do like about this film is the fact that it continues the consistency of the previous film in terms of overall quality, but it's also, trying something a little bit different. And yeah, like I said earlier, there's consequences for our lead character, and that is because one of his relatives actually dies in a really rather quite brutal car crash. They are driving an Alfa Romeo Giulia, by the way, in red. Um, and that car crash results in the death of an innocent truck driver, and you can tell that the lead characters, who's a relative of the person that dies, is really remorseful for the actions of their relative that kills this innocent truck driver. As a whole funeral scene, in fact, he goes to great lengths to actually join in this funeral and show remorse to the wife of the driver that's died, and promises to help them financially as a result of this. And yeah, it goes actually to great risks to actually go out to this funeral because it is in Tokyo, so therefore in the east from where they are. And yeah, that puts his life on the line as well, as it is obviously a great risk to go into technically enemy territory. So yeah, on the whole, really, really solid effort, and hopefully the third and final film continues the consistency of this second film and the one before it. So yeah, but nonetheless, if you have seen Japanese Godfather Ambition before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.